Dun dun.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Keeping It Real with Milz. This is the blueprint to life after a spinal cord injury. This is everything you won't find in a textbook.com. So guys, we are back. We're back in the cut like peroxide. This is episode 10 and it's called Depression. It's so sad, right? That we've all been depressed once. Or if you're listening to this, you're probably depressed. Or you probably know of someone that's depressed. Or you probably know of somebody that tried to commit suicide because of their depression. Or know of somebody that did because of their depression. And I hate to be so deep and dark, but depression is real and is serious. And if you're feeling some type of way, try to fix it, guys. And don't ignore that feeling. Just because depression is like a math problem. Nobody fucking likes math, okay? I know I don't. And I say that because we have to solve the problem. We have to know, like, hey, why do I feel so shitty? Like, what can I do to make my life better? Like, okay, I'm sad every day after work because I fucking hate my job. It's a shitty ass job and I can do better. Am I speaking that from experience? Yes, I am. I hate my job. And do I suck at doing my job? No, I do a good job, bro. So imagine what I would do if I had the job that I wanted. If you guys are hiring, please let me know. I have a bachelor's degree in science. So just let me know, man. Hit me up in my DMs. Anyways, guys, it's like that's what's making me upset right now because I feel like I can do better. I am better. I'm better than that dumb job that I have to do. But hashtag I am grateful, God, because a lot of people don't have a job right now in a pandemic. But anyways, guys, like in my case right now, that's why I'm a little, a little sad. Not gonna lie, and we have to find that solution to be like, okay, I already found the issue, right? I found the issue that's making me upset. Now, Mildred, go and apply somewhere else. Why haven't you? What are you doing? All right. So, and I think that's how it goes with depression because you have to like figure out like, why do I feel so bad? Like, why do I feel so sad? Like, okay, well, like since this is a spinal cord injury, or a disability podcast, it's so, I think, no, I don't think it's normal. It's normal for you to feel depressed if you're not able to walk. If normal to feel depressed if you lost the arm, if you lost the leg, if you're a quadriplegic, you're a paraplegic, like it is normal. So stop pretending that you're not sad. Let whatever you're feeling feel. And honestly, guys, I should do my little research because I always do. Okay, cry it out because look, when I'm feeling upset, and after, doing it for so many years, because I've been doing this for 6 years, I know I've been doing this research. Actually, this research, if you want to look it up, is in the University of Mildred in Texas. I'm 27 and I've been doing this research for 27 years. So yes, it's credible. Okay. Believe what I'm saying. All right. So usually when I'm depressed or sad, I cry it out. And I cry for so long. Like, let's say like I'm upset like at 12, I'll cry nonstop for 3 hours, and at the end I usually feel good. And after reading, dude, I found out that when you cry, you release endorphins. And Mildred, what are endorphins? Endorphins are chemicals that can help you feel better. So that's why when I cry for long periods of time, like I feel like relieved. Like, this is science, bro. It doesn't get fucking realer than this. Just cry it out and let the emotions be, bro. Feel that shit. And then carry on. Carry on, guys. Like, okay, like, it's normal to feel depressed. And I feel like everyone that's had an injury, or let's not even like stay with the spinal cord injury. Let's say you are now diabetic, or let's say you now have cancer. Let's say whatever you're going through, like that wasn't your normal, right? So it's like you have to adjust. And usually with these type of like conditions or medical conditions, whatever, it's like a change, and it affects your daily activities. And this is when it becomes, this is when I guess you become depressed because you weren't used to this. You weren't used to struggling. And I, like in my case, I have a spinal cord injury, and I don't think a lot of people or doctors, I don't think doctors like really focus on your mental health. It's more of a like, hey, you're paralyzed, you have to go to physical therapy and occupational therapy, which is great. And obviously that's what they do because you have to know how to do those things to be independent, right? But I don't think they're really much focus in the, hey, you need to go to therapy, like you need to talk to someone. And everyone's so focused in the, oh, did you get anything back? Are you able to walk now? Like, are you able to pee on your own? Can you put your chair, can you take your chair in and apart? Like, can you do a bowel program? In which all of that is important, right? Which is great. But if you're not right in your head, guys, then the physical therapy isn't really an improvement, isn't really a gain if you're not right in your head. Which it is, obviously, right? But you won't really see success, or you won't really feel accomplished or happy if you're good with your head. And if you just suffered a spinal cord injury, stay strong, man, because it gets better. And a little bit I will share stories of how I used to feel, because honestly I don't know how to help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, and I don't know what to say to somebody that's depressed. But I think that if I read off of my diary how I used to feel, I think it can help out a lot of people, because it's like they'll be able to see me and be like, hey, like, well, you're doing good. What did you do? Bro, just fucking listen to me. It's not that fucking hard. And this is not to, like, you know, put anyone, like, this is not to bash anyone or this is not to bash anyone or be like, damn, why are you so depressed? Because everyone's going through things, and people were already depressed before their injury. Okay, people were living a regular life with their regular problems, and now they're disabled, and now they have to deal with their depression in the past, and then their depression because they can't walk anymore, because they can't run anymore. In my case, guys, I was really athletic, and I had worked out since I was 16. I had my accident when I was 21, so I worked out for 5 years nonstop, and I gained all the muscle that I was just the strongest I've ever been in my life. And I liked what I saw in the mirror. I was liking the woman that I was becoming, and I had put so much work for what? So it can all be taken from a day to another. Like, that's sad, bro. Shit. And but at the end of the day, man, like, even if you have like all support from your family, like in my case, like my family is really supportive, but at the end of the day, man, the only person that you have is yourself. You have to know how to pick yourself up, and you have to do it. Why? Because if you don't do it, man, you're cutting yourself short. What is depression? What is the definition of depression? The definition of depression is cutting yourself short. Depression is pretty much living a bootleg life, when you can just watch, you know, whenever you watch like a bootleg movie and it's like, what the fuck, like it looks really like blurry and static, and you see people walking in, you know, in the movie theater. That's pretty much what you're doing with your life. Like, why can't you live a life like in the theater, like a quality life? Why can't you? Yes, you can. I don't know if you guys watch soccer, but Chicharito was all like, imaginémonos cosas chingonas, like,
imaginémonos cosas chingonas, carajo, imaginémonos, échele. O sea, ¿por qué no? O sea, es lo que yo me refiero, y es muy amplio, y es muy simple, y es cada quien, y yo lo respeto, y es, ¿por qué no? ¿Por qué no podemos pasar en primer?
Why can't we? Like, why not? Like, there's so many people out here living like a good life. And I don't mean like just like money, like, and luxury stuff, but like they're in peace, they're at peace with themselves, and they're just vibing. Like, why can't you fucking do that? Yes, you can, bro. And I will share tips that have helped me out, because I'm here to hook you up, man. I'm here to like give you things that can help you out, because I have been depressed several times in this 6 years. It's been a roller coaster, guys. It's been a roller coaster, and the only thing that has helped me throughout the years, well, a lot of things. Let me start with my tips. Let me start with my tips. You have to find your switches. You have to find at least 7 to 10 things that make you smile. All right. Like in my case, when I'm feeling upset, I know to just turn on my CD. I know I have a CD. I'm old school. I also have their album and my Apple iTunes, whatever. But I listen to La Nueva Dinastía, and they're like a trio from Hidalgo, and their music just fucking like Like, it can make me go from like being really upset or angry to just happy. It's just good vibes. And that's one of my switches. Okay. The other switch is taking a shower. Well, why taking a shower? Because there was a time in my life, guys, that I couldn't take a shower, man. I had to, it was my mom, my 2 older sisters. And then my dad it was like 5 people that had to shower me because I was just so wanga. Like, my body would just do this. My body just collapsed. That's if you're not watching the video, but you should but you should totally check out my YouTube. Give me the views. No, I'm playing. And what was I saying? Because that was something I wasn't able to do, and now I am, and that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, hey, I've progressed, and tough times don't last. Like, everything's temporary, and as bad as it may seem right now, it's not gonna last forever. It is not, because that's not how life is. Times keeps going, things happen, and things change. So you have to find your switches, guys. You have to find what makes you from being upset to a little like because whenever you do find the little switch, it's gonna automatically, in a way, like, make you smile. And if you smile, you're gonna release endorphins. That's just science. It's gonna make you feel better, guys. And I will say this before I even start my tips. If you have the money, there's a lot of places that actually work with you with your insurance, and they provide you good therapy, like the talking therapy, the one that they tell you, like, so how do you feel? I've never been to one of those. I should, but I don't know. But I'm not saying don't go, okay? Anyways, back to my tips, guys. Go to a professional. I'm not professional, so don't be coming like, well, I don't feel better. Look, I'm giving you tips. Hope they help, but always seek professional help. Okay, it's serious. It's honestly serious, man. Cause it can get really dark, and it can get really dark. But let me go on with my tips and tell y'all what has helped me out. Look, man, whatever you do not listen to sad songs. I know it feels good. It's a weirdly strange feeling. Like, whenever you're feeling so upset and you're like, damn it, fuck, I just want to run, man. Like, I hate this. Do not listen to sad songs, bro. And it's weird because it's like, it's cool that an artist like feels the same way that you do, and they're vibing with you, and you're like, damn, bro, we're just sad. And bro, don't do that shit. Why? For what? You're wasting your time. You could do something like when you can just do something better. Okay, when you can just do something that actually makes you feel good. Like, if you're like going through this stage of like achiness, depression, you're gonna get through it. You're gonna get through it, because if I can, you can. The fuck? And I'm not even like that mentally strong. Like, yeah, you fucking can. Okay. I'm here to tell you that yes, you're fucking can, and you're living a bootleg life, bro. You're living a movie from like El Tianguis. That's not what you're meant to do with your life. You're supposed to be great. You're gonna be great. Because why? Because you're great. So it's weird, because I used to do that when I would be sad. I would have a sad song. Delete the fucking playlist, bro. You don't need that fucking in your life. Put some cumbias, do a little cardio with your arms if you can't run. That's one tip, okay? So another tip, guys, would be to continue physical and occupational therapy, even if you do not see improvement. Because trust me, the future you, I know that right now, this Mildred is proud of the Mildred of 6 years ago. She's like, damn, bro, I'm so glad you put in the work, because I would not be how I am right now if I didn't keep going with therapy. If even when you don't, quotation marks, see improvement, keep going. Because why not? Why are you not going to keep doing physical activity? And I say this because when you go to occupational physical therapy, you usually have somebody to help you. And that's great, because a lot of us do need help, doing certain activities or, transferring. So don't stop going, even if you don't see improvement, okay? Going to physical therapy can open a lot of doors, can help you gain friends, can help you be independent, can just, even if you are depressed, like when you leave therapy, you'll be so tired that you won't even have time to be depressed or cry. And why do I say this? Because if you have a spinal cord injury, stay as busy as you can. That's the only way I've survived. Like, there was times that I would be so busy, guys, that I didn't have time to cry. Why? Because I was busy doing shit. Because I'll be like, oh no, well, it's because I have to go over here. I can't cry because that's gonna mess up my makeup, and I still have to do this and that and do this and that. So stay busy, my friends. I don't know what the fuck. you do. I don't care what the fuck you do. Just stay busy. Read a book, join a book club, get a part-time job. A part-time job won't affect your social security income. Just send in your paper, just send in your check slips. Your check slips, and you'll be fine. Okay. Volunteer somewhere. Join like a church or like a spiritual thing, or paint, read a book, clean your house, bro. Clean your house. Just because you're disabled does not mean you cannot clean your house. Okay. Being disabled and being lazy is a different thing. So come on now. Okay. And the last advice that I would give to anyone, any human, whether they have a disability or not, is to eat when you're hungry. Eat when you're hungry, and watch what you eat, especially if it comes in a bag or in a box. Just because all those shit has like a lot of chemicals and will literally make you feel shitty, especially if you do have a disability. Like for myself, I'm a quadriplegic, and my bowels aren't all the way like like a normal human should function. So sometimes I am constipated, and I have all, like, when I eat junk food and when it's just all there, like, it makes me feel ugly, and it just makes me feel in a bad mood. And that's why, like, I've been kind of lenient and I don't eat as much junk food, because it doesn't make me feel good. And if I'm already like, like in a little weird state or phase in that time of my life, that's not going to help out. So if you're, going through a little icky stage, or you feel depressed or sad, don't eat junk food and start a healthy diet. Eat more greens, drink water, and try to stay away from anything that comes in a box or in a bag, because that's obviously going to be junk food. Okay. Just listen to me on that one, and I swear you're just going to feel more energized, and you're going to feel good. Motivate you to work out more, right? Because it's like, if you're trying to lose weight, what's the whole point of you like putting in so many hours if you're like eating like shit? Like, it's just gonna fuck with your head, and you're gonna be like, dang, I'm not even putting enough work. No, you probably are. You're just eating like shit, bro. So it's not balancing out. Okay, so stay motivated, bro. Okay. And I feel like a lot of you guys ask me, like dating advice and stuff like that. So I'll bring in this topic with this depression topic, just because if you are depressed and if you just got a spinal cord injury, honestly, I don't think your confidence level is gonna be all the way up there, just because you're going through a lot of changes, right? And it's not to tell you like, hey, you shouldn't date. I think you should date. Yeah. I mean, if you were already talking to someone, whatever the case may be, like whatever the case may be, if you already knew them or whatever, then yeah, cool, I support. Some people usually get closer to you after an injury like that, and they'll support you along the way, right? Which is cool, whatever. But wherever I'm going is I don't think you should have like friends with benefit, or like somebody like that. And honestly, the only way why I would not recommend to have a friends with benefit is because when you are feeling depressed, you don't feel complete, right? And you need someone else's validation, as sad as it may like look or seem. Like, that's like honestly like what people want when they're feeling like that. And I don't know, maybe it'll trigger feelings like, damn, well, it's because I'm disabled, or because it's because of my wheelchair, that's why it didn't work out. Like, bro, no, it didn't work out because that's not where they were at in their life. They just wanted like to shit, like no más andaban de papa caliente. Like, that's not what they wanted. That's not what they would have wanted with anyone else. And that's the only reason why that is the only reason why I do bring in this topic, because a lot of people like myself, get injured at a really young age, and that's the time where you're trying to get frisky, you know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I do bring it up. But I think dating someone else, like actually dating someone that wants a relationship is different, just because for the most part both parties know what they want and they want to build a relationship, so getting to know each other, so that's different. So I'm not like telling y'all not to date. I'm not trying to be a Grinch, but just know that it's not because of your disability. You're awesome, unless you're just like a shitty person that happens to be in a wheelchair. Okay, don't be a shitty person. Okay, don't make us all wheelchair people seem like like we're mean people, whatever, because we're not. And before we do get into my roller coaster story time, just so you guys can see like where I used to be, like I wasn't always like, like really happy like this, and I'm not always happy like that. And I think that's one of the things why I failed the most in the beginning of my injury, because I would always be like, man, like I just want to be happy. I want to be happy again. I want to be like, I just want to be happy. And life is not like that, guys. You are not happy all the time. Even somebody that's not disabled, even before, like the old Mildred, I wasn't happy all the time. I would be sad and I'll be angry and I'll be tired and then I'll be happy. And that's what life is. Like, you can't be happy every fucking day. It just doesn't work that way, and I think that's why I failed, and I just had to rearrange my goals and my aspirations. Like, Mildred, yeah, you can be content, but you're not gonna be happy every day. Like, come on now, like, it's la vida. So before we do get into my story times, I do want to let you guys know that the truth is that nobody wants to be around somebody that's sad all the time. I mean, do you? Do I? Nah, I really don't. I mean, I'll be here to support you, but there has to be a point that you have to snap out of it. You have to snap out of it, because you can make a beautiful life if you want to, because at the end of the day, guys, it's all in your fucking head. It's all in your fucking head, and your mind is a muscle. And if you feed it and if you exercise it with like good positive thoughts, and you have to think positive, and positive thoughts bring positive habits. You have to start with, building a positive habit. Okay, for my case, I started to read, starting to learn new things, motivational books, or just any books that are, positive, that just can make you feel better, can make you grow. Because why would you not want to be better than the Mildred that you were last year, the Mildred that you were a minute ago? Why would you not want to be better? You have to stay hungry. You have to want to be better than yourself, not anyone else, but yourself. Why would you not improve yourself if you can? Because you can. Okay, you can do whatever you want in this life. You can do whatever you want in this life. And a lot of people don't realize it. Like, bro, this is your fucking canvas. You can get to be whoever the fuck you want to be. You can be a good person. You really can. There has been a couple of habits that I have, acquired in my life. One of them is doing my bed. And you're probably thinking, like, how is that even a positive habit? Because, man, that's something you do in the morning, and after a while it becomes like a normal, that is like, oh yeah, I did my bed. Like, okay, cool, what's next? Like, I did my bed half asleep, accomplished, good. What's next? What else? Throw me something else, world. Something else that I am actually working on and making a habit is stretching every morning. Why? Because I'm a wheelchair user, so honestly, it does help me out. And I mean, I'm burning calories, so why not? And my third habit is actually making it a thing to every morning say what I'm grateful for. Like, okay, I'm grateful for this or that. Why do you say that? Whether you believe in God or whatever you believe in, being grateful for something, you can do it. Okay, it's not like it's because you believe in God. No, you don't have to believe in God or La Virgencita to be grateful. Like, you can literally be like, damn, well, I'm grateful I look good today, bet. And then that's gonna just make you happy, so you're gonna start a positive day. Or it's like, damn, I'm grateful I have gas in my car because I don't have to pump gas tomorrow. Or I'm grateful I have a job. There's a lot of people that don't have a job in this pandemic. I'm grateful that I'm able to pee in a restroom that's accessible, because some people, it's just like, you just have to find something that you're grateful for. And if you find 7 things that you're grateful for, you're just going to start a better morning. And that actually will help you out, because it has helped me out. Let me know of any other tips that, has helped you out, guys, because honestly, living with a spinal cord injury is hard. It's hard. It's hard with capital letters. Why? Because it's hard to adjust. It's hard to accept. It's hard to get used to this new life. Because why? Because this wasn't our normal. Okay, 6 years ago, my normal is not what my normal looks like. Like, right now, I'm used to living with nerve pain. Like, back then, that would not be normal at all. It's not I used to go running up my stairs, and now I go upstairs with a wheelchair lift. And I think the hardest thing is I think, at least for me, what I did do, that I guess this is another tip, guys, would be to delete all the pictures on your phone of you, quotation marks, being normal, because I mean, you have your phone all the time and it's like accessible to you so you can view your pictures at all times. And I would always look at them and be like, wow, this is me, but it's not me. Like, that's weird. And I would say delete them all and have them, don't delete them, but like put them in a USB or a hard drive so you can look at them, because why not, you know? That's not a crime. But I don't think it's healthy for you if you keep comparing yourself to the old you. And it's a process. Just because when you have a spinal cord injury, you are pretty much mourning for a loss, and people are like, you're so dramatic. Yes, I am dramatic. I love it. I feel like it's been hard for me because I feel like I lost someone. Like, you know, like I'm mourning. Okay, that's why I'm wearing black. Now I'm actually wearing black. I'm actually wearing this shirt because this is my friend's shirt que me la mandó. This is Anthony Woodshire Papi. I'm sure you guys know him. Shout out to him. Aunt Can I Can. Wait, Aunt Can I Can. Shout out to Woodshire Papi. He be like a funny guy. I've never met him in real life, but I hope I meet him one day and we make a podcast here. But shout out to him. But anyways, guys, it's hard, and I think depression is like the jelly, you know, and then a spinal cord injury would be the peanut butter, and it comes hand in hand. Like, if you have a spinal cord injury, you're gonna be depressed. Okay, you're gonna be depressed. But just know it gets better, and stop being fucking depressed, bro. You're wasting your time. But back to feeling like you lost a part of you, in a way you did, because you would never look at life how you used to look at it before. It's way different now. When you look at houses, you look at you look of how beautiful it is. But now, like, when I see like beautiful homes and like the heights here in Houston, I'd be like, damn, do they have a ramp to go inside? Or I look at all the steps and somehow the house is not beautiful anymore. I'm just like, fuck, they don't have a fucking ramp. You know, so it's weird. Like, you will never look at life the same. It's not. And when people complain about the dumbest shit, you're like, bro, does it have a solution? Then shut the fuck up, bro. You fix it and then carry on. That's how I look at it. And in a way, nah, well, fuck that, man. It's my podcast. I can say whatever the fuck I want. That Mildred died. And usually when I pass by the spot where I had my accident, you know, I'll pour some water. Not a drink, because I never be drinking and driving, but I'll be like, for a real one, man, pouring some mud for a real one. Because I really feel like that Mildred died. Because I've grown a lot, because this injury would like make you feel like you're like 20 years and plus. Because you just look at life different. And it makes you really mature, and it makes you feel like super grateful, even if you weren't grateful before, because I know I was. But it's just everything feels deeper. Like, even the pain, you're just like, it's just like, I feel like I can feel life more. It's just weird. And sometimes I feel like I'm living in a body that I don't belong. And I hate to say it this way because I haven't done my research. And I've actually never had a friend that's trans. But I've seen movies, and usually people say like, it's because this is not who I am. I don't feel like I belong to this body. And I feel like I don't belong here. I feel like I'm really limited, even though I'm always saying like, no, you can do whatever you want if you have a disability, right? And you can a different way. But in my case, like right now, I'm going to turn off the lights, you know, the switch with my hand. I'm going to just do this. And back then, I used to turn off my switches de mi cuarto with my foot. I just feel like I'm not the Mildred that I used to be, because there was a lot of times that I'm like, hey, what's up, man? And I'll like high five. And I mean, I can't high five now. Or like, I really do feel like I don't belong in this body. It's weird. And sometimes I feel crazy because I've lived so much, and I live like really like sad moments and like really painful moments that they've all kind of like erased like how I used to be. And now when I look at pictures, I'm like, damn, like you really used to be me. Like, I really did used to like walk and run, and it's still kind of weird to me. But I don't know, do you guys feel like that? I don't know. But let me go ahead and tell you a couple of stories here. They'll be a little short. I will try to, you know, make it a little faster. But there was a time I even wrote it down because I didn't want to forget. So there was a time in my life that I'm a quad, so my hands don't really, that's all they do, right? They don't open. And when I do things, the way that I do pick up stuff is because my wrist does it. Whenever I what would I be flex, whenever I flex my wrist, my fingers automatically just come up because of gravity, or because of the movement. So that's usually how I pick up things. But there was a time of my life where they wouldn't do that, and I was really frustrated. So I would cuss my hands out, and I would be like, you piece of shit, why don't you work, and I would bang them on the wall, on the door. One time I tried opening the door, like our door that had like little barritas, like it was made out of those metal doors actually, and I couldn't open the door, and I was like, why can't you fucking work? And I got so mad that I started to bang my hand so bad on them, and I don't feel my hands. It has to be like a pain really bad for me to feel it in a way. I don't know, it's weird. So anyways, I banged them so hard that they were so red, like my knuckles were so red. And I banged them so hard that I was able to feel the pain because it was that bad. I was banging them that bad. And then my mom came and she was like, what are you doing? And I was just crying. I was like, they don't fucking work. Like, why can't they fucking work? And and then she gave me a hug and she was like, you better not fucking do that again. And I was like, fine. And she was all like, even if they don't work, they help you out a lot. And they do. And I feel so bad because I used to bang my hands so bad because they didn't work. And there was a time that I would tell my family, like, I should have just died that day of my accident. And like, what's like so fucked up is that like I actually meant it. And that's so messed up because I would say that so often to my two parents that love me to death. And and I would say that to my two older sisters who saw their younger sister in pain. And I would say that to my two younger sisters so often, and they were so young. Like, why would I say that? Like, how selfish and ugly was I being? It's so like I feel so bad because I used to say this to them, and I was so young feeling this way. And that's not even like reading what's in my diary, guys. That's actually something that I would suggest, so you can like write it down and express your feelings. Because if you're not going to a therapist, or even if you are, they actually tell you to write one, right? To keep a journal. It's because it's different when you write in the journal, because one is therapy if your hands don't work. Because if you look at my handwriting, man, it looks terrible. It helps you release that stress. And like in my case, I'm a quad. It makes you so concentrated and using the pen like this that your sadness kind of goes away. Because I know that's what happened to me. Like, I'll be in the mood crying, and then I'll be like, damn it, like, right. And then it would kind of like vanish in a way, because you're telling your brain, like, hey, squeeze, right, don't get tired. But then you're like, okay, but write that you're sad too. And I think that would be an advice to put too, guys. But let me just read you one more thing, because if I feel like this, I think other people have felt like this before. And the only reason why I am saying this is because I'm keeping it real with y'all, because that's all I know how to do. And because I feel like just to show you that tough times don't last, tough people do. So hear me out. Okay, so this one was in 2015, just a couple of months after my accident. I was just like, I should write a book. I just thought I had it all when I lost it all. I had finally reached the weight I had struggled with all my life, and I was at that stage where I had found myself. I like who I saw in the mirror, and I lost it all when I woke up. I like the woman I was becoming, and now since I can't do shit without asking for someone's help, I just don't consider myself a woman, and like what made Mildred was that she was independent. Like I never asked for help. Like I never asked for my parents' help. Like I felt like I always kind of like did stuff on my own, and I feel like that was like why I was really depressed, because I was just so used to being by myself and just doing things on my own that, you know, I had to just literally my life just literally changed. And I think it's changed like that for a lot of people. But just to end it off, this is something I wrote too. Nobody will ever truly understand how unhappy I am. I want to be happy with myself until I go back to the Mildred I used to be, because it wasn't supposed to happen. I had bigger goals for myself. Now I just feel lost and empty. The only thing that will take this emptiness away will be the day that I start running. And even to this day, like I miss it a lot, and I wish I could just like run one more time. And honestly, like I don't know if it does get better or if you just get numb to the pain. I'm like, no, I think you just learn how to deal with your emotions, and you know how to just deal with your emotions. At the end of the day, it would say, I having a spinal cord injury is hard, but surrounding yourself with positive people and staying busy, and you know, hanging out with people that are going through the same thing that are going through, like me. Like if you reach out to me, I'll definitely like reply to you, and I'll try to reply to you as fast as I can, you know, with good comments, because I do have something that people be like, oh well, you don't reply, you're a sangrona. Like, I mean, you're not the only person I'm replying to, and I'm replying to everyone. And usually when I reply, like I don't reply like a thumbs up. Like if you're giving me like all your like soul, you pour your soul to me, like I usually that's why I take a long time, because I actually reply things back. Like I don't just copy and paste. Like it's very personal. So I do that. But if you have somebody you know that is going through that, like reach out to them. Like make friends with somebody else that does have your disability, right? Whether you have you're quadriplegic or paraplegic, or whether you have CP or you are autistic, or whatever the case may be, you know, every disability is really open to a new person that does have a disability. And that's what's really awesome about having a disability, is that, you know, people in those support groups, they're super supportive. Like they'll have your back. I'm like, what you need? Hey man, you should reach this person. Hey, I could get you in contact with this person. And that's what's really cool, because a disability doesn't discriminate. And you'll see people there, you know, that have a spinal cord injury that are Trump supporters. There are like what's our president's name? Chale. And there are Biden supporters, you know, that are white, black, Hispanic, Chinos, you name it, man. Like it's cool because you see all types of backgrounds come together, and you won't see that in the people that are walking. You know, you won't see that with people that aren't like, you know, not disabled, which is actually pretty cool. That I'm like, damn, like you wouldn't have talked to me if, you know, I wasn't in a wheelchair, which is super cool. So in a way, it brings humans together again, whatever they believe in. So I think that's pretty cool. But guys, I honestly didn't want to cry, but it's sad, bro. Sad to think that people do go through this. And I'm here to tell you that stop being a fucking bitch, bro. And get mad at it. Get mad at that situation and be like, nah, man, I ain't gonna be no bitch. I'm not gonna be punked around by this sad little cloud around me. I'm not gonna live like a sad life just because I'm disabled now. Bro, snap out of it. Yes, you can. I can. So I'm just gonna end it with this, guys. Depression is real. And don't let it eat you up, man. Like you're bigger than this. This is your canvas. You can literally stop. You can try being depressed today, and in 3 months from now, you won't feel so gloomy and icky and like ugly. I don't mean like physical. Like I mean like soul wise. Take your time to heal, because it's a process. Everyone heals different, and you know, if you acquire a disability, whether it was a spinal cord injury, that wasn't right now, this is not your normal, because that wasn't your normal. So it's okay, right? So, and you're probably missing the person that you were before, and it's normal, because I know I do. But what's done's done. The past is the past, y lo que pasó, pasó. Lo que pasó, pasó. Hey, since I'm singing right now, let me just give you 2 songs. Before those 2 songs, I'm gonna for real leave. All right. So please listen to Smile by Scarface. Why? Because man, like these are some hood songs, but man, they are motivational as fuck. Okay, look, I'm gonna just read you the lyrics real quick, and then I'm gonna just end off like that. Okay, so like I said, this song is called Smile by Scarface. So it's like there's gonna be some stuff you gonna see that's gonna make hard to smile in the future. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you gotta keep a sense of humor. You gotta be able to smile through all the bullshit. Remember that. I don't know how to sing, but okay, that's one. And then listen to Tired by Zero. Bro, like this dude, he's my uncle. He don't know it, but I grew up listening to him when I was in 3rd grade, and he says a lot of bad words. So what was I doing in 3rd grade listening to him? I don't know, but man, like listen to Zero. He's like super underrated Houston rapper. Each sound till the motherfucking die. Yeah, so this is a good song because it says like sunshine, it's a luxury. Just to see another day, it's enough for me. Cause I'm living on borrowed time. And then there's another line that I do like. He says something like, sometimes I win the battle, but it doesn't mean I win the war. And I really like this song because I can like really like feel it. And I'm kind of like, oh, that kind of goes back to like my recovery, right? It's like I am winning little battles. I have to win little battles to be able to walk independently, right? Because that would be the war. Like I won the war. So that's really how I've been looking at it, and that is actually another tip that I will end it off like that. If sometimes like on sad days, because I know you'll have them, if you start recording yourself, or if you have like a little notebook like this one, and you're like, okay, well today I walked like so many feet with my walker, right? Or I did so many steps in that robo machine, or whatever you're doing in therapy, it's good to write them down, because from a year from now you're gonna be like, oh wow, like I'm able to walk more steps in this. Or like even whenever you record yourself putting your chair, like taking it in and apart, or whatever the case may be, you can look back at your videos or pictures or like your journals, and you can see improvement. Because with a spinal cord injury, sometimes you won't see those improvements like in a week or in a month or even in 3 months, but you'll see them like in a year or two. So writing them down and, you know, just having a journal like that can actually help you out and can make you feel like, damn, like I wasn't able to do that back then, like I am now. Like I'm grateful, like I'm improving. Or even when you write shit like this, like the feeling of being so sad, like I don't feel like that. And that's why I think I became really emotional, because I've grown, because it's improvement, because I'm doing better, and because I'm great, and I'm motherfucking great, bro. So let's make this day a fucking good day, because it's a great day to be alive. There's a lot of people that are dead, a lot of people that are in the hospital, and we're not in the hospital. If you're in the hospital, I'm sending you a warm hug, because sometimes that's all you need. But anyways, guys, this was a little different. It was a little emotional, but I do want to thank you for tuning in, and y'all know how it goes. See ya. Don't want to be ya. All right, bye, guys. Thank you for watching my video, guys. See ya. Don't wanna be ya.